do you think about it, Ben? You see how quick it changes here, huh? You woke up to this morning. Yeah, people wonder why I don't moor my boat out there. Well, I think they know why now.
I can see exactly why not.
Yeah, so somebody just wrote, is this before or after the storm? So we didn't get a direct hit from a typhoon. This is the water churned up from two typhoons, one up on the west side of Luzon and one on the east side of Luzon going out towards Vietnam. And it stirs up what they call the Habagat, and which is like a monsoonal flow. So this caused a lot of inflow, and all up the western coastline of the Philippines, all the way up going north. And we're, like I say, we're here in Iloilo. Is going to get massive rainfall. They're talking about over 300 millimeters in a short period of time, and a lot of storm surge. I can't help the wind. I could try to cover the top mic maybe. Yeah. Yeah, and this is why Boston Filipino there, hello buddy. This is why we have to watch out when we're on the water too, that we get back in if we see a storm in the area, because this water churns up like this. It would be impossible to get the boat back out, and it would be dangerous to go all the way to Iloilo too. So the boat's pretty much going to be like, you have to watch the weather, and you have to probably use it mostly during what they call the dry season here. You might be able to get lucky for a few hours here and there during rainy season. You time it just right. Yeah. So we were trying to get these other gabions in place across here. I had guys stacking for it, and we had the cages there across in front here, but we just wasn't quick enough. But we still weather better than anybody else down through here. Now this is why I built all this concrete in here everywhere and all this stone. Yeah, this is why. It's a boundary. I try to make it look nice, but at the same time it's giving us shelter, protection. Before, these waves right now would be going up there right to the back of my boat, all the way up to the house. That fence in our backyard, it was undermining underneath it before, and we used to be able to launch the boat up there where that black gate is. We swam right there. That would be about 6 foot deep of water right there. That was after Typhoon Yolanda. So not only have I grown the beach out here in front of us, but it's actually giving protection to all of my neighbors right here. That's why that sand hadn't disappeared there yet. That would all be a gigantic hole over there right now. This is doing better too, because before logs would have been already coming all the way up and way up towards those rock piles. That's what damaged those rest houses that was there for the subdivision before. It's Typhoon and it undermined them, big old waves. So all of this too, because it can't make that cross current now, it's holding all that in there. And so the whole neighborhood has benefited out of, basically my property is like a big old jetty wall. So we had sun just briefly for a little bit. What, maybe about an hour we had some sunshine. And before that it was raining super hard. And I think the rain's gonna come back again. I see it building up. It's getting dark across there right now. But they're calling for maybe for a whole week of intense rain and flooding, especially on the western side of the Philippines, which is where we're at. Sorry, I'm trying to cover the mic and it's making my hand cover the camera a little bit. Cap is at his house. He don't live on the beach. He lives up in town. He's probably asleep. He probably don't even know the beach looks like this. You know, Melinda's brother that we used to let take care of our boat, we gave him a boat and then I got it back from him, Mom, because he would not take care of it and it would get all broke up and busted to pieces. Well, he was notorious for that. Sleep right through a storm, his boat or our boat getting all broke up. And he's got his own little boat now. And what was he doing earlier? Sound asleep because he drank last night. And they were having to try to get him up because his boat was getting destroyed. Some things never change. Because they had a good time last night for a basketball event. Yeah. But I think he saved it though. I think he saved it. He's a funny character. Just glad he's not managing our boat anymore. Yeah. So you're wrong, Kiss. It says those are tiny waves, Mr. James. Wait till the real storm comes. Listen, I've been living right here at this beach now for over a decade. I have seen it all. And I know what the big waves are and the little waves are here. So you're wrong if you're trying to sensationalize like we're going to lose our whole place. You're wrong. This is maybe just a little worse than this it'll get. But earlier, there were some pretty good ones rolling up here earlier. It settled down a little bit because the tide's starting to recede. But about 2 hours ago, we hit a peak tide, and which actually today happened to have a king tide. And so the king tide and these waves drove the surge way up. But nothing like it did before. This work has just really helped people out. Because before, there would have been big old waves coming over all of this, where this ivy is. And I taught the Filipinos right here locally to quit removing that ivy because that holds the sand, or at least slows it down from eroding. Before, the waves would have been coming way in up there, even a year ago. 1 year ago they would have been. And we know it, we've got video of it, we got drone footage of it. You know, I've been here for a long while. This is going on my 20th year in the Philippines. I've been here 20 years, going 21. And I know on our side here, in Iloilo, it gets just a little worse than this, but nothing too major. More than this. This is still bad, but it's not. It doesn't get like massively worse than this. But it's not good either because we know houses that are flooded next door right now. That's right. Before I wouldn't be standing out here like this. That one is the caving cages right there. These waves come in at an angle, so it's breaking that up, and that's why our Bakubo's not gone right there. And then the next one is breaking it, and that's why those people are able to stand and walk around that over there where we are right now. This side is actually filled up with sand. It caught sand and filled up. There was a big hole here, so it's capturing the sand right there. This is why I concreted in these stones right here. Hey, thank you so much, Michael. It's Michael Onstadt. Talk to him for your insurance needs. Hello, Michael. I thank you very much. Talk to Michael for your insurance needs if you need health insurance here in the Philippines. You see Michael Onstadt right there. Look him up on YouTube. And if you're needing health insurance and you're living abroad, out of your home country, talk to Michael. He can help you out. Yeah, buddy. I just thought y'all might want to see this in real time. So we got Ben right here. Ben's been here before. So Ben. Ben's from Arkansas. He's here staying with his wife right now. And they're doing her visa stuff for her to go back to the U.S. But we were supposed to fly out in a couple of days, and he's supposed to fly out. And with all this mess going on with Microsoft, we don't know how things are going to be on our flights. So Philippine Airlines wasn't affected by it. Of course, the airport was. I guess they're not using Microsoft, or they didn't pay for security. Probably didn't pay for security. But Cebu Airlines and AirAsia was affected by it, and American Airlines was affected. We're flying on Japan Airlines, American Airlines, but we're using Philippine Airlines to get to Manila. So we don't know. Only thing we can get on American Airlines right now is I can get the home screen on the app, and it says that I've been issued a waiver. So that's all it says, and you can't do anything else in the app. You can't look anything up. So we don't know where we stand, but we're just going to enjoy the journey, whatever it is. Yep. So Dan, we'll be back by the time you get here. We're just making a short run to Texas and keep my 1 foot planted there and check on some things and take care of some business there and all. Yeah, well, somebody said not Microsoft CrowdStrike security patch. Exactly, but it's on Microsoft systems, so let's don't try to get so technical. It's on Microsoft systems. So that's the real fact. I tell you what, it's a wake up that cash is still important, because so many people couldn't use their credit cards, couldn't pay for food or gas or groceries. They say we only accept cash. And see, it just proves the fact with this happening that cash is still king. Do y'all know that Australia has some kind of law? From what I understand, I could be wrong. Anybody wants to chime in? Boy, that wind's getting stronger, isn't it? Yeah, the wind's picking up. That it's illegal to use cash over a certain dollar's worth of purchases. Yeah, it's a crime. So you can only use cash for small purchases. If I have that right, that's what I heard. And that was on a news agency. So any of you Australians, you tell me if that's true or not. Well, we've been out here, actually, me and Mel and my nephew, we've been out here kind of goofing off in it, right up here. Picked up a few of our stones and stacked them up. But I'm going to get out of this wind. I just wanted you all to see it, but my place is fine up here. The pond's good. And precious metals, invest in gold coins. Yeah, but it's kind of hard when the market's already on top. need to do that when the market was down. Yeah, it's CrowdStrike that was running on Microsoft systems, so they had a big contract with Microsoft. Yeah, some nice rocks. I got nice rocks. Well, I'm probably going to cut this out, man. I just wanted you all to see here. When I say that this water turns nasty, she turns nasty. I've seen maybe 6 and 8 foot waves crashing this morning. There might have been some that every once in a while peaked up to about 12 foot, but they broke sandbars and flattened out a little bit right before they hit shore. And I think my battery's going low, so I couldn't even tell you if you're still with me or not. If I lose you, I'm sorry, but my screen has went dark. I have no clue. No clue. Did you see that? I don't know if anybody's still there, but the pond's fine. Pond is fine. And where I'm standing at, I used to be able, the ramp used to go down right here, and I used to be able to launch a boat right here. Yep. Don't know if anybody's still there because my screen went dark, but before we had waves that were coming all the way up here and was undermining that right there. Maybe you're still with me. Plug up my charger there. So I'm going to end this video now that I can see the screen. Everybody, thank you so much. And we will see you on the next one.